many who take an overly critical position towards Beijing typically see things too narrowly from a local perspective. In fact, increasingly, foreign countries are treating Hong Kong as part of China. Realistically, Hong Kong will need to draw closer to China for the well-being of both. American media today saying it means the end of Hong Kong, but I think we can argue that these really amount to a little more than crocodile tears.
Hong Kong become bridges between China and the outside world. Hong Kong is still one of the largest financial centers in the world. Chinese consumer spending in Hong Kong has really supported Hong Kong prosperity. So it's unfortunate to see that maybe a small group of people in Hong Kong want to seek independence of Hong Kong, which is I think it's really ridiculous. The Great Bay Area is really the great future hope for Hong Kong. And also the Hong Kong young people can really have the opportunity in the Great Bay Area to settle there, to start a business, to buy apartment, or to even build up a family there. So somehow the chaotic and riots in Hong Kong cannot continue. So somehow, the government has to do something, and also Parliament has to really pass some resolution. Here's the red line. You cannot pass it. I think the new policy coming on Hong Kong is really for the interest of Hong Kong, for the benefit of Hong Kong, and for the prosperity of Hong Kong, and for the peace and stability of Hong Kong.
There's always been sort of this apocalyptic stance towards China, about China taking over Hong Kong. But more recently, of course, this the end of globalization, as the cover of The Economist Prize this week. All of this is really, I think, pointing at the end of the old patterns of hegemony and control. But at the same time, what we see conversely, and this is a very strange phenomenon, is that increasingly the United States and China actually have a lot more in common with each other, in terms of their younger generations, in terms of how technology is transforming society, how culture is working. And so the irony is that through globalization, there's actually a lot more in common, but in some perverse way, this terrifies people in Washington who have depended historically on emphasizing differences to maintain these old patterns of hegemony.